Do you want to double your income from open houses in real estate? Stick around. On this episode, we are going to talk about how to do just that. Hey, how you doing? It's Michael Montgomery with Rev Real Estate School, and today we are talking about doubling your income through open houses. So there's this age-old debate. Do open houses still work? The answer to that is yes, 100% they do. If they are not working, then that means there's probably some room for improvement in how you are hosting the open house, but then also how you're driving traffic into the open house from the start. Here's the thing about open houses. Yes, they are great for the listing. You are getting more eyes on the listing. But we know as real estate professionals, they can also be awesome for buyers. Buyers that are starting their journey might be looking on MLS and then coming through open houses. We get that. We're after those buyers. That's part of open houses. The other side of it, and probably more than half sometimes of the people that come through open houses can be sellers and can be neighbors. So if you are just preparing yourself for buyers, then you're missing a big chunk of people that are coming through that door. They are future sellers and they are neighbors, and they don't care as much about the features of that home. What they care about is the market. And then there's also, if you're a newer agent, you're having conversations about real estate. The more conversations about real estate you have, the higher your confidence becomes, the more transactions you get done. So even just by sitting there and having conversations with neighbors, with people, even if you don't get any leads or appointments or deals out of that open house, it is still helping you as a real estate agent. Finally, let's say it's a goose egg. Nobody shows up. It's dead, it's quiet, it happens. Bring your computer, get some work done. So you are still working. Either way, and plus you have signs out front too, so that's a little added advertisement. So either way, these open houses are worth it. Let's jump into some strategies now in order to double your income through these open houses. The first one, number one, is double the price point. So if your price point is $300, double it to $600, and therefore your income should follow, because the buyers that are coming through the $600,000 home can usually afford a $600,000 home. Now, there is a difference in market, right? So you can't go from a 300 or from a 500 to a million or to a 1.5 without having an understanding of how that market works. So the big thing here is when you're changing your market, whether that be price point, product type, anything, still know the market. So understand that you are going to have to know that market inside and out, especially if it is a different market than you are used to. The next strategy that you can use is double the amount of time that you are at the open house. So if you normally do it for 2 hours, do it for 4 hours. The longer window, the more chance that more people will come through and you will have more conversations. Simple. The next one, and this one is pretty obvious as well, is just have double the open houses. If you're used to doing one a weekend, do 2 a weekend, or do 3 a weekend. Have one on Saturday morning and one on Saturday afternoon. It can be an awesome way to get lots of people through because you are changing the location. So those are some ways that you can immediately double your income through open houses. There's a few other strategies. This one we alluded to earlier. Be prepared with market knowledge and comparables, because half of those people coming through the door could be neighbors, could be sellers. And this is a missed opportunity. They're coming through the home because they want to know what their own place is worth. Have that information ready to go for them. Next, door knock the night before. 50 homes, get some postcards with some invites, go around and door knock the homes and invite them to the open house. You can even do a neighborhood open house between say 12 and 12:30, and then 12:30 on is the public open house. This can be awesome. When you do a neighborhood open house, oftentimes more people will come because they want to see their neighbors and they understand that it's only for them, so they feel like they feel a little bit more special with this. So it can be a great strategy to use, and by door knocking 50 homes, you will get some neighbors that come through. And this business is about relationships. So you want to form relationships with those neighbors. They might not need to sell for the next 5 to 10 years, but that's okay as long as you are their agent. Next, when you are at the open house, have conversations and don't let your eyes roam so much. So we're tempted, and this comes up in networking situations too. We're having a conversation with somebody and more people are moving in the background or coming through, so we let our eyes kind of roam like this around. Really focus on the person that you're having the conversation with. It's all about locking down an appointment. So if that person is engaging in a conversation with you and your eyes are roaming, the chances of them actually continuing that conversation with you decrease dramatically. So focus on that person and focus on the conversation you are having. Next tip comes from real estate trainer Jared James. He says instead of asking people if they're working with a realtor, ask them, is there anybody that is currently sending you good deals on the market or coming onto the market? Such a strategic way of asking the question of, are you working with a realtor? Because even if the answer is yes, I am working with a realtor, it causes them to think. It gives them that pause. Well, is my realtor sending me the best deals that are on the market? It's such a genius question. And it's so easy for people when you're asking them, are you working with a realtor? They can automatically just turn around and say no. When you ask them, on the other hand, is anybody currently sending you great deals that are on the market? They have to think about that, right? So it's a very strategic question, great way to start the conversation with them and potentially turn it into an appointment. So those are your ways that you can double your income through open houses. They 100% do work. Get good at open houses. Head to the description below for a little bit more information, and in the comments, let me know, what are your thoughts on open houses? Do they work for you? Let me know. Thanks very much for watching this. We'll catch you in the next video.